Welcome back to Try Before We Die, the whiskey review show where we don't know what we're drinking, but we'll tell you what we're thinking. I put in a request for somebody different.
It didn't go through.
It didn't? It was shot down by HR?
It was.
So
it was way too much money.
All right. Well, we're glad Mal's back, and we're thankful to all y'all subscribing and sharing these videos out. We really appreciate the support.
Yeah.
Should we just find out what we're drinking tonight?
Can I press the button?
You can press the button. Hundreds of bottles of whiskey in this bar, unscripted, unprepared. Mal's going to let Randy let us know what bottle it is tonight on the Whiskey Review Show. Bottle 142, which is going to put us right behind Malcolm. And you hear my little stutter of hesitation because I know almost exactly what whiskey we're drinking. The question is what release we're drinking. I know the distillery. I believe it's going to be a Scapa, but we'll see. It could be a Singleton. We'll see everybody behind Mal for bottle 142.
Try before we die with a bearded man and a British guy.
You've heard me say it before, but here we are behind Mal. We're looking for bottle 142. Well, we know we end at 98, 108, 118, 128, 138. So I had something a little wrong in my math. Not a Scapa, but it is the Singleton, and I did give you that as the second guess. Here we are coming in at a full 1 liter. This is the Trinite release of this Speyside Single Malt Scotch Whisky. We're coming in at 40% ABV. It's a full 1 liter, which leads me to believe this would be a duty-free exclusive. Part of me recalls buying this in Ireland at the airport. I'll dig a little bit more into it when we're back at the bar. When we crack into this Trinite, I wonder if that means 3 casks or 30 casks. Who knows? Excited to try it, like the Singletons. We'll see everybody back at the bar. Hey Mal, we're back at the bar.
Back with the snake oil bottles.
That's right. I got this out of my Conestoga wagon.
My good lord.
The Singleton, the Trinite. This is the full 1 liter. I did quickly look at the back. This is a retail exclusive.
That's a liter? That's not a liter.
1L. You're going to open it, get it breathing. What do you think the Trinite stands for?
Well, if I was to be a studious gentleman, definitely has something to do with 3. Mm-hmm. I can't believe it's religious.
That was a lively pop, Mal.
That was lively. It would have been great if you started pouring.
Trinite, what does it mean?
Oh, you know what it could be? 3 different casks?
So I wondered 3 casks or 30 casks. It turns out the Trinite is a 3-step distillation process that creates a dark, rich, and complex whiskey. As we see this whiskey both in the green bottle,
yep,
but in the clear glass, this is darker than most Singletons I'm familiar with.
Agreed.
Agreed. And they're suggesting this is related to the distillation process.
Huh.
So the notes on the back, a rich, indulgent single malt, aromas of fresh pears, honey, stewed fruit, layered with hints of dark chocolate and nuts for a rich, rewarding taste. Coming in at the bare minimum ABV, which is 40% by
volume.
Volume, ABV. Good. We like to quiz Mal, right? Because
keeps me on my toes, because as you keep reminding me, I'm getting old.
You will always be older than me.
Actually, you gave me a year a couple of days ago.
You aged the other night.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. By a year.
By a year.
It was sad.
Mal was unaware of how old he was till I had explained it to him that we're separated by 2 years, so he can't be a year older than me. And then you took out your calculator.
Yes, I did. With the big numbers.
He didn't believe it. Yes, yes. It's true. All right, the Singleton. We've had a few Singletons. You liken it to the old medicinal bottle in the Old West. right? Do you have any recall of a Singleton experience?
Only for the fact that they're space size and I'm enjoying them.
Yes, so it is a Speyside, traditionally very light and floral. They're suggesting this may be a little different. We'll see if we can find that foundational Speyside with a little bit more of this robust experience, in theory based upon this Trinite distillation process.
And you said 40, right?
40%,
ABV, right?
Yep. I also believe Singleton is the American name for the Scottish distillery Auchriosc. Now, I've gotten that completely wrong. Simon, if you're out there, how do we pronounce that word? Right? You lend a hand quite often with our pronunciation.
Isn't this the one that has the 3 editions?
There's an Asian release,
Okay.
a European release, and an American.
release.
There's the Glendullan, the Glen Ord, and I don't know if it's the Dufftown. But there are 3 releases of, I think they're 12-year-old for different markets. We have all 3 here.
Yes.
Yes.
We've done one on the
I
show.
think we opened the European. We definitely did not open the Asian
No.
one.
Okay.
Yes. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about color. We've already briefly acknowledged this is darker than other Singletons we have experience with.
Yeah, this is heading to that mahogany.
Yeah.
That some people like to throw out.
Right. Or a polish.
Yes.
Right. A leather.
Boot polish.
Yes. Yeah. It's a darker amber. Very clean. Looking for some legs.
Yeah, I don't see any legs. Usually I see them on your glass.
Nothing developing. Get it really sloshing around in there.
Oh, these must be the glasses I cleaned.
Because of your fingerprints?
Yeah, and probably not clean.
I've got no
That's
legs.
not true, people. That's not true.
No legs still.
No.
Oh, there is one lonely leg.
Okay, yeah.
It's like Lonely Mountain.
Yeah. Oh, actually, yeah. It's well defined as well.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, no, they're developing.
Yeah, but
Slow developer.
very slow development. But again, still a darker whiskey than a Singleton I'm familiar with. All right, so we're in this medium to slowly darker amber, a leather shoe polish. Did you say mahogany?
We're heading that way.
It's not terribly far off from the bar.
It's redder.
It's not identical, but it's in the family.
I'm going to say it's not even close, but that's just me.
Oh, that's okay. Actually, I just stopped myself from doing something, everybody. I'd like to just put that out there.
I think you're just trying to plug your bar because you cleaned it.
I did clean the bar. Did you notice that the bar's clean?
I did. It was impressive.
Yeah.
Very impressive.
The air, everything.
I was actually going to ask you, and this would be like a note.
Yeah.
Did you wipe down all your bottles? Because it certainly looks like they were
Everything.
So you got rid of the dusty ones. Now we won't even know.
There is no dust.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I liked it a little bit.
Dustless.
Dustless.
Yeah. Gordon Ramsay says, "Don't dust your bottles," meaning don't leave dust on them. Yeah. Let's nose this.
And we said fruit. A lot of fruits you were talking
Yeah,
about,
and
right?
some dark chocolate.
Pears or something.
Yeah,
right?
stewed fruits. Oh, there's some stewed fruit right there.
And you know, for as much as it spent time in this glass with the lid,
Right, and we have a no age statement here as well.
I didn't get the boom. It was almost like it just opened up and I just started smelling it.
I got a little bit of a, I don't want to say burn. I felt a nose hit right off, but it is gone now. There's more here than just a traditional Speyside.
I'm going to throw this out, right?
Okay.
And if people pay attention to
gonna
the
catch it.
episode, to the episodes, right? If people pay attention to the episode, you know what this reminds me of?
Nope.
We just recently did it.
Scotch whiskey.
No, the cognac Glenmorangie.
Really?
Yeah.
With the fruity sweetness,
Yeah.
the stewed fruits I got right off the bat.
But I got that same sort of.
That's like British, European, stewed fruits, right?
Yeah, I mean it's.
Did you have that as like a dessert as a lad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, if you're like.
It's like mushy peas, but like mushy fruit.
No, it's really like same as you do like for filling for a pie.
Oh.
You sort of reckon you're cooking your fruit
Okay.
sometimes, and you put it in the pie, and then you freaking bake the pie.
All right. There it is. We'll talk a little Gordon Ramsay, get a little recipe.
I believe rhubarb is a big one that they stew first and then freaking put in a pie.
So, it's like celery, right?
Yes.
It's got those.
It's got the. I don't know how to describe it.
I can't find it either. Fibers.
Fibers.
It's very
correct.
fibrous. Yes. Yeah. Definitely have to cook that out, or you have flossers built in with your.
I think it also has to do with it being poisonous for rhubarb or something. You have to cook it with something.
Note to self: get Mal some rhubarb.
Whatever.
All right. Oh,
Your leg's finally finished.
can you see him?
Yeah, no. I told you, yours developed.
It's a very wide rifling. I can see them in your glass now too.
Yeah. And that's a pleasant smell as
It's
well.
a mountain range in your glass. I want to try this.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right,
I'm not stopping it.
I'm gonna.
Oh, I should do this first.
All right.
Cheers.
The Singleton, the Trinite, retail exclusive, duty free only, coming in at 40%. A 3-part distillation process, creating this darker, more robust spirit. We'll see if it lives up in its taste.
So I'm going to, another note, any chances of what you think are the 3 parts to distilling this?
So most whiskey, the way I understand it, is it would be double distilled, triple distilled. Auchentoshan is a triple distilled process.
Corner of the field.
The corner of the field, the lowland, very good. So triple distillation isn't super common, and whether that's what's going on here or not, we'll have to TBWD fact that, what's going on here.
Now, just to end this, and then we'll drink it, is the cold filter part of that distillation process, or is that completely different?
No, that's just filtration. That's
right.
that's sort of removing any impurities, sort of like you will do with a maple syrup after you're done cooking it. You run it through filters.
All right, cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
I'm going to say something that I probably should never say on a Scotch show. I could have guzzled that.
Could have just finished it and been like, that's good.
Yeah, that
Is that what you're saying? That's good?
Yeah. Though, I will say, someone did strike some heat in here.
It's a very, very light mouthfeel, not very thick at all. Not thin, but there's a thinness to it. But it thickens up just a little bit. Just a little bit. Easy.
Yeah, that went down too fast. I couldn't even tell you what I tasted.
Very easy. I'm going to do another one and hold it.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. Didn't really hold it that long because it was just it's pretty pleasant. The flavor really for me seems to all be in the first half of the tongue, the front of the mouth. As it washes back, all that's left is some slight sweet warming, but nothing really identifiable. All the flavor seems to be present in the front. I do pick up some of those hints of a chocolate.
Yeah, nutty.
In the very front end.
A little bit. I see. Okay, before I actually find that chocolate in the second part.
Okay.
Just as it starts to roll to the back of your tongue, and like you say, then there's also almost like this vacant area where there isn't really much going on. It's almost like the taste separate and then come back down, and then there's a little ignition going down.
Yeah. It's a slightly warming there. We're finding the flavor up in the mouth, some sort of a void, and then this warming, slightly warming finish. The fruits for me were on the nose. The robust chocolate notes, the nutty notes are in the mouth.
Yes. I would have a hard time pulling a fruit out from this, but I'm definitely pulling that chocolate, and I'm definitely pulling the nuttiness of it.
Yeah.
And it's extremely smooth.
It's incredibly smooth, and I think that's the two things. Whatever they got going on in their distillation process, and again, this lower ABV generally means I don't want to say palatable, but just a smoother drink. You're never fighting the alcohol.
I think that's the key word there.
Yeah.
You're not dealing with the alcohol.
Yeah.
So you're really dealing with the base flavors of how the distillation went down.
So I like this idea of the base flavors. So there is this thing about how easy this is to drink that is built upon a Speyside.
Yes.
Right? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes.
Right.
And as being a Speyside fan, that's why I think people gravitate to Speysides.
Right. but they've taken this Speyside and they've added this extra thing because it's very robust. I'm just going to grab the bottle again. And Reserve Collection. Let's see right here. An extraordinary single malt Scotch crafted in 3 stages for remarkable richness. I want to know what those 3 stages are. If it's just triple distilled.
To get the lads on it.
Again, I'm curious if there's anything about casking going on here. They're not referencing anything other than this 3-stage process.
And you would consider the richness of this chocolate nutty sort of flavoring that we're getting, correct?
Yeah.
You don't feel like there's something else in there that's stirring the pot. I find it's from
Right. Do I feel like there's a chocolate malt in here, you know, not unlike the Glenmoe Signet or something like that? I don't think so.
But it's definitely there. You can definitely taste it.
Yeah, the chocolate is happening. Again, I guess I'd be curious what we're going to learn in TBWD Factland about this whiskey. Because it's a lot more than a Speyside, but seemingly clearly built upon a Speyside.
Yes.
Yeah.
And very easygoing. Like I said, if I wasn't on a Scotch show,
Yep.
I would have just...
Well, what I got to say is, of the Singletons I've had, this is my favorite.
No, it's good. I like
Yeah.
it. And I know what I want. Well, I'm hoping that's the chocolate that's there. The one with the nuts.
The almond and orange.
Yeah. No, not the orange one.
There's sea salt and orange and almond.
Damn it. I thought we had another one that was the nutty freaking chocolate. But okay, I know what I'm going to do still.
Did you just cuss on the show?
Did I?
Yeah.
Beep.
He meant to say darn it.
Did I?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You're a risk
Live.
taker. Live recorded.
So what are you doing?
I'm going to have the sea salt.
Okay.
What are you going to
I
have?
was going to do it. I think the orange would be overpowered.
I think it would be because that chocolate is so potent.
Thank God I didn't have the chocolate before I had this glass. Because I'll be honest with you,
gone?
had we had the chocolate first, and then you gave me the glass, it would have gone in one.
And it would be hard to know where the chocolate was coming from, but we
Yes.
know that chocolate was in this drink before, and now we've added some chocolate in our mouth, and you're declaring that works.
Yes.
I agree. It's a really nice match. This is not a sweet whiskey, but if it was on the sweet side, it'd be like just a +1. It's just moving
Yep.
in that direction. Because when I think about the stewed fruit on the nose, I don't think about that so much as sweet until you add the sugar.
Okay.
Because I think of stewed fruits as you're softening the fruit, like
Yep.
you said, right, to deal with the fibers and whatnot, right? And so the sweetness comes at this different stage.
The nose betrays what the taste is.
Right. Because the taste is all about this chocolate nuttiness.
Yes.
Right, not about that stewed fruit.
Which that chocolate enhances.
And that chocolate, touch of sea salt, really worked well. Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
That's a good one. I'm glad there's a full liter.
Oh, that's right. It's a liter as well.
Yeah. Okay, Farba.
We're taking that camping next year.
If it makes it. Let's see what the crew has for us.
Actually, we can both say we've experienced. Actually, I can look around this place. I can say there's a lot of
A
people
number of
experienced
people
this.
have done their time. All right. Here's to the floor. Who will hold you when no one else will?
Cheers.
Cheers. The Trinite from Singleton. This very slightly sweet on the nose stewed fruits, but is betrayed by these nuts and these chocolate tastes in the mouth. It's just a wonderful drink coming in at 40%, duty free only. It's my favorite Singleton I've had at this point.
That was really
in
enjoyable.
my career.
And I'm like, it's again. We've tried a couple Singletons and they're enjoyable, but for me especially because they're Speysides. But this one seemed to have a little bit more in the package. There was a little bit more. Maybe it's because I like chocolate, and this caters towards a chocolate lover. You know, you can't go wrong with nuts.
Yep.
And it's really easy going.
It is, and I agree with you. You could easily just put this back.
Many times.
That's why we sip it.
With a bearded man and a British guy.